Hey y'all, it's your girl Tamera. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you would like to see how I got this look while also getting tips and tricks on how to prepare and succeed for flight attendant training, make sure you keep watching. Today we're talking about how to succeed and prepare for training, for flight attendant training, and I'll be doing my makeup while giving y'all tips and tricks. So today we start off with primer. I have freshly washed and moisturized face, so I'm starting off with my Milk Hydro Primer. I need some more of this, but I'm gonna put this all over. So I graduated in November of last year, so some of this stuff is stuff that I remember. Most of it is just like, I think common sense stuff that maybe you wouldn't think about until you actually get to training. But I have a little 1-2 right here, so make sure I don't go off topic and make sure I get all my points across. But first things first, okay, the face is primed. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this bare minimum setting spray. First things first, study them PAs. When I tell you, you need to study it you need to have it down packed at least a week before training, just so it can be free flowing, because you're gonna get tested within that first week of training, and you will get sent home within that first week of training if you don't know some PAs. So that's tip number one, y'all. I need some more foundation. So I suggest, I got my PAs a little bit before when they sent it to me, because I knew some people that was graduating before me, so I had a little slight advantage. But study those PAs. That's like priority. Make sure you get there, you know everything, so you're not stressing about it. You have other things to think about. So in the PA testing, when I graduated, when I went to training, that was during the first week of training. So I remember like the first day, we just got introduced to everybody in class, and we had a big meeting with everybody, and it was like a big room full of people. It was like ops agents, I think it was pilots, it was like ramp agents. That was day one. I think day two is when we actually got separated in our classes. I was a PM class, and we got to meet our instructors, and we got our devices and stuff and signed into it and got a feel for everything. So yeah. Then I think the third day, that's when we got tested. And when you get tested for the PAs, you do get multiple times to try it. So when I got tested for the PAs, the instructor is literally in front of you, making sure you're reading it and not missing any key factors. They're not real particular about like its and ands and like, you know, like the little minor words, but as long as you don't skip over anything in the emergency part, because they'll make you redo it, and you only get one redo, so it's best that you get it right the first time. And the instructors are there to help you. They don't want to see you fail. So, but if you just come in there and don't know nothing, but I know people who came and studied the day of and still succeeded in flight attendant training for the PA testing. But it's just like, why would you do that when you want to have your mind focus on other stuff coming? So that's just my advice. And then tip number 2 is practice with other people. Just study in groups as much as possible. Also, like, make sure you're using this as like a networking experience, because these are your future colleagues, and one day you might meet them, pick up something for you, or you know, like, just look at it as a networking experience. And think about it, this is going to be like probably the only time you'll be in a big room full of people that has the same goals and dreams as you. So take advantage of it. I know I did. I was in as many study groups as possible. So I know that helped me learn, helping other people study. So That may work for you as well, but make sure you network, talk to your colleagues, your future flight attendant friends, and see if they are any study groups so you can join, so you can, you know, be ahead of the game. Not too much ahead of the game. I'll talk about that later. But a little 1-2 what to bring. I'm pretty sure, I think they give you a list of the stuff that you need to bring. Oh, I'm going in with my concealer. This is in the shade Natural. But and I am not a makeup professional makeup girl. I mean, I do makeup, but it's not like I charge people. I just do it for friends and family. So the order of me applying my makeup may not be the way you do it, and I'm not saying the way you do it is right or wrong. This is just my way. But a little information about what to bring to training for you to be successful. For sure, pens, highlighters, different color pens, flashcards, like anything that you would need to succeed, to study. Yes, like the little sticky notes to put in your notes. They give you a couple pamphlets. They don't give you like a book so you can read, but we have a couple tests on our iPads they supply for you. So you have to make sure you stay on top of your homework, making sure, you know, it's not a grade, but they make sure that, you know what's going on in class. It's like basically kind of homework. So yeah, that kind of helps. It's like a study guide after class or whatever. And I was in a PM class, so the PM class, I got lucky because I was not gonna be waking up early in the morning. And then yeah, and also like create a schedule for yourself. Create a schedule to where, you know, you're not overwhelmed and you're making sure you're getting everything. You're not over cramming your brain, because yeah, that can happen. And then when you get a test, you're like, what is going on, you know? But also study every day, but don't study ahead. Like, make sure you are in the same week as, you know, because some people like to study ahead, think it's gonna help them, and it's not. It's gonna confuse you. So make sure you stay in the week that you are preparing for. Like, don't study ahead. Take advantage of every moment. Make sure you're getting all the key ingredients for testings and all that. I don't know if that's the right wording for it, but I'm also going in with my contour from Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade Truffle. Yeah, so make sure you stay in a week and don't study ahead. It's not helping nobody. So what else? Let's see. So I know some people have problems like kind of staying active in class and staying awake. Honestly, class isn't boring to me. Like, it's kind of entertaining. They're not reading from a book and like, oh yeah, this is what you do when you get on the plane. No, it's very interactive. They pretty much involve you. At least my instructors did. They got you involved, so it was like very active, and it's not sitting in class all day just staring at the board like watching somebody write notes, and it's not like that. But my tip to you is to volunteer in class as much as possible. You want to know why? Because it keeps you up. If they ask you, who wants to read? Me. Who wants to? Me. That's how I was. Simply because I know it kept me involved, kept me up, and I wasn't getting bored. So I suggest doing that. And also, it shows that you're taking, you know, your job seriously. You're excited to start your new career path, and you want to volunteer for everything. That's what I was doing, honey, because maybe I was getting tired, and I was like, can I please read? I need to stay up. So, but I'm not sure who, they have a lot of instructors. They have different instructors for the AM class and different instructors for the PM class, and it might be multiple classes going on at once. So get used to that, seeing other people coming in from different classes, and you coming in, starting the class, and they'll be ending the class. But yes, oh yeah, I said that. Make sure to take time out to study, but not cram your brain. Do not cram your brain, because you don't want to be sitting there looking crazy like, oh my God, this is too much information. Don't get overwhelmed, because it's a lot of information to take in, but just don't get overwhelmed, you know? Like, take in all the information as much as you can, but don't get too overwhelmed, because it's literally 4 weeks of training. I know I may have probably had an advantage since I was a previous flight attendant, but no, because it's a whole nother airline. It's a whole nother ball game. It's a whole nother ball game. So make sure you are not thinking that everybody's ahead of you. Everybody's in the same playing field. Just being real. Let's see. Yes, make sure you're in the right headspace so you can retain all the information, because it's a lot. It's a lot. So, outside of like the testings that they have like proficiencies, which isn't bad. They show you, it's like maybe like proficiency or how to work emergency equipment or stuff, and they show you, and then you have, is it 2 chances or 3 chances? I think 2 or 3 chances to get it. It's pretty simple. Like the proficiencies is not what you have to worry about. Now the testings I will worry about. I think total we had 3 or 4 testings. Like we had a testing within the 2nd week, the 3rd week, and the 4th week, I think. And pretty much you get a chance to, if you, I think you have to make over 90%. If you don't make it, you get one more chance to try it, and it's a written test. So basically the first test that you get is on your iPad, and then the second test, and it's timed. So yeah, keep that in mind. Also, I have some little insider tea, some advice for y'all. So on the testing, you test on your iPad, and it's a timed event. I'm about to do my brows right now. I'm cleaning up with this concealer, but it's a timed test. So you can select the answer that you think is right and go to the top and you can go back to the like question. That's what I did. Like it was a lot of questions that I knew and I had the answers to, so I was like, okay, cool, boom, skip. And then questions I was like, I don't know. So this is what I did. In training, well, on test day, I made sure I answered all the questions that I knew for sure, and I didn't have no questions about, and I was like, I know this for sure. And make sure you read the question full out, because it's tricky. Sometimes they try to change words around and it might slip you up. So make sure you read the question entirely and make sure you fully understand it before selecting the answer, because they'll either twist up the questions or twist up the answers and they'll confuse you. So after I selected the answers that I knew, then I put at the top, like the answers I didn't know, I wasn't for sure about, I put come back to or whatever. I don't know exactly what I graduated in November, so I don't remember too much. But I made sure I put like come back to whatever. Then you can ask your instructors in class, like, hey, I'm confused about this question. It's worded, and they'll kind of help you. They won't tell you the answer, but they will kind of help you. So I made sure I did that. So I went through all the questions first for testing day, and then the questions that I had questions about, I just waited to the end of the testing and I asked them, my instructors in class, and just keep in mind everything is timed, so you gotta, and if you don't answer the questions in time, that counts as like, not answering, so you can fail by, you know what I'm saying? Like, you will know everything, but it's like you can't take your time on each question. If you know the answer, pick it, go to the next one. If you don't know it, go back to it, come back, and ask the instructor. That's what I did. That's how I passed my test. But I think that's the major thing, because if you fail a test, baby, you got to make sure you come back and succeed, because if you fail the second time, you're going home. They're gonna send you home. You're going home and you ain't coming back unless you go through the hiring process all over again. And I know y'all don't want to do that because the hiring process is already a lot. But yeah, so my next thing is, what is it? Bring comfortable items from home. So basically we had a hotel for a whole month and the airline provided it for you. So basically you can bring hotel stuff, not hotel stuff, but stuff that make you feel like, I brought a robe, I brought candles that smell like home, I brought my man's t-shirts. Well, it was my fiance at the time. I bought his t-shirts. Like, also I created a schedule for him to come visit me. You can have guests, they're not supposed to stay with you, but they can stay at the same hotel but not in the same room. But then they can't have. So yeah, so I created a schedule. So basically, my husband, he came every 2 weeks. So my first 2 weeks in training, he came, and then my last 2 weeks is when I graduated. So he came back. So he also like came and swapped out clothes with me. So if I had like a lot of stuff that I already wore and I wasn't wearing again, he brought new stuff and took my old stuff home. And yeah, that's an idea. If you do live close to training and you have the option of driving to training, you can have your car. Honestly, I don't think it really matters if you have your car or not. It's not like a big deal, because you have to ride on the bus to and from training. Like, you can't just drive to and from training and stuff. But on weekends, you're free to do whatever. So if you have a car, that's a smart option, because you know you can just leave and come back as you please, as long as you on that shuttle to go to training, and do not be late. I heard they're very lenient now versus like when they were training back in the day, but at the same time, just be mindful. Just be mindful of everybody else who has to wait for you, because a lot of people not going to leave you, but then a lot of people might. So just be mindful of everybody who isn't training with you and they're trying to get to class, baby. They're not going to wait for you just because you want to take your time to get ready, baby. No. Next point, get in the mindset of flying on a regular. Wake up with a purpose. So I gave myself, so say for instance, the shuttle time was 3 p.m. So I made sure I woke up at least an hour ahead, because you just gotta be prepared for when you are in a hotel. Say for instance, you have a show time at 3 p.m. Just be mindful. You have to get up, you have to get ready. That might include my get ready routine. I shower and I either do hair and makeup. I don't do both. That's why I keep my hair braids, because baby, I'm lazy. I can't do both. And they be having early show times, and we don't like that. We don't want that. So make sure you get in the right mindset of waking up with a purpose, making sure you're preparing as if you were going to work a flight. So I used to wake up an hour before, make sure I took my shower, have my clothes laid out beforehand, like ironed and all that stuff. Also, having my makeup ready. So I did a full beat as if I was going to work. Like, sometimes I didn't wear makeup, but I still woke up in that hour, so I can have enough time to, like, if I wanted to study last minute or anything. But that's a good advice, because it's like you're training to be a flight attendant. You might as well just, you know, prepare as if you were going to work every day, but in training. Yeah, but this is, I'm going in with my Morphe palette. What is this? 9S, and I'm using this shade. I think it's like a brown, just to blend in my contour on my brow. Also, the next one is, yeah, I said do a full beat in the morning routines if you're getting ready for work, like including like getting ready, taking the shower, doing a full beat. You might want to do your hair and your makeup. I don't know. Now I can't do both, but maybe you can, and kudos to you. But make sure, ladies, make sure you pack a swim cap, a shower cap, swim cap, because the day that you, I hope they changed it, but the day that you go to get in the pool to test for, you know, the ditching process or whatever, you have to literally jump in the pool, jump out, and go to class. So, like, you have no time to dry off, you have no time to shower. So make sure, if you do have like a protective style, make sure it's secured, because you don't want to be dripping in class and they won't allow you to have a towel on your head. So me, I actually forgot to bring a shower cap, but if you look at my previous vlogs, I figured it out, because I was in training like October, November, so they didn't have like a lot of swim stuff out because, you know, it wasn't the summertime. So it was very hard for me to find a simple shower cap, and I was very upset because I was just like, why don't y'all have freaking shower caps? And yeah, so I suggest finding a shower cap beforehand and making sure that's secured, because you don't want that issue of you know, getting your hair wet and then it's like you gotta go to class with your hair wet. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give you time, they give you a little bit of time. So the ditching process is not at the actual training facility, it's somewhere else, so you have to travel to it. I'm setting my concealer with, what is this? This is Sephora Translucent setting powder. But yeah, so the ditching process is in a whole nother space. It is not at where you train at originally. So you take a bus, this is on the weekend, and then again, I'm not sure if this changed, but when I went, it was on like the last Saturday of the training, and we took a bus and it was cold, y'all. It was cold. Okay, make sure y'all watch that previous vlog to see what I wore, but it was very cold, so make sure you prepare for that. They asked that you wear dark clothing, so I had like some thick black biker shorts with like a black tee and like a sports bra under, and on my head I had a shower cap, two grocery bags, and I tied it down so when I jumped in the water it wouldn't pop out, because that happened to somebody and I was like, girl, why would you do that? You knew your shower cap was gonna come off, and it did. So yeah, then it happened to me, and my hair wasn't really wet. It was kind of wet around the edges, but it wasn't too much to where like my hair was dripping. I had a classmate or a cohort, and she had locks, and she was dripping the whole class because I don't think she had anything on her head like that was secure. So like her whole head was wet, and it's like her locks were like heavy and it was dripping, and she couldn't wear a towel. So it was just like, yeah, that was like something that I was just like, I wish I knew that before training, because like, why y'all didn't tell me? Hell. But yeah, so pretty much we left from the hotel, went straight to the pool, jumped in, did the testing, everything. It was so much fun. It was really fun. Make sure you take it seriously, because they would be like, baby, you gotta do it again. We not taking you on no planes if you can't take it serious. So yes, so pretty much I did that. Then we left straight from the pool. Well, we got dressed, of course, put on some dry clothes. We barely had time to do that. Put on some dry clothes and left and went straight to class. Straight to class from the pool. No time to shower, no time to nothing. Okay? So just keep that in mind, because, baby, they didn't tell us that until we got training, which is not fair. So, yeah, I am looking for, okay, I'm about to set my contour with this Laura Mercier bronzer. It says bronze 3, I don't know, but yes, make sure y'all keep that in mind. Let's see, I packed a mix match like set of clothes, kind of like a mixture of like business casual. Also keep in mind that you are off on the weekend, so you don't want to have all business casual clothes and be going out to the club or to a bar in a full suit. Keep that in mind. You can also go shopping or whatever. The hotel we was at, we was by a shopping center, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, I made sure I packed like a couple blazers, couple jeans, couple tennis shoes, because you can kind of dress it up like for the girls. Maybe put on a blazer with a t-shirt, some jeans and tennis shoes. You're still kind of business casual. You're still kind of business casual, but you still look kind of professional at the same time. You can also switch it up and, you know, take the jeans out, put on some slacks and heels, and, you know, like me, and have a mixture of like different sports suit coats and like pants and loafers and stuff. Yeah, also make sure you watch the video that I have for training, so you can get a little bit of ideas of what to pack and stuff. I went right around Halloween time too, so we had like a Halloween party. Our airline does take Halloween series, so I left my bachelorette party. So my bachelorette party was a week before training, so all I had was like all my stuff. I literally left my bachelorette party and went straight to training, and I had all my bachelorette stuff, so I was a bride. for Halloween. So I had like a couple stuff that I wore for that. I'm not sure what holidays are coming up if you're going to training now, but pretty sure they're going to celebrate it. So you might as well bring some stuff. What else? Bring some casual shoes so y'all can be comfortable. Not sure if y'all be walking a lot, but I'm putting some Orgasm blush from NARS. Putting on my cheekbones. Yeah, I'm probably doing makeup all out of order, but this is how I do my everyday. But make sure you bring casual shoes just in case they say, you know, sometimes they say dress business casual, or they say you can dress down tomorrow or the next day, whatever. Or yeah, it's kind of up and down. They don't do like a whole week of just like a business and a whole week of like casual. It's kind of mixed up. But then again, this might change when you go to training. But yeah, and make sure you bring items that are classy. So keep in mind that you're in the eyes of your future cohorts or your future colleagues and people who are probably looking at you going to training, and you don't want to pull up with something like this. Like they're gonna be like, ma'am, your shoulders, can you put something, you know, they will approach you if you are dressed inappropriately. So make sure you are keeping it cute and classy, because all eyes will be on you, because you are the future of the airline, you know. Also, make sure you bring some comfortable things to wear in class. Like I brought a cardigan that wasn't like, it was kind of in between, like it was comfortable, but it wasn't like casual. It was like, you know, I can dress it up or down, but it also was very warm. So in case class got cold, I was comfortable, you know? So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm about to put on some mascara right quick. No, I should set my face first because I don't want it to. So I'm setting my face again with this NYX Bear with me. So yes, make sure y'all are comfortable during class, because you want to be in the right mindset and you want to be comfortable so you can retain all the information there, because it is a lot. Like I said before, it is a lot. So make sure you do that. Bring some comfortable clothes like cardigans, and don't bring no pullovers. I don't think that's allowed. Anything that, I mean, a sweatshirt maybe, but no, not anything with a hood that don't give professional. So make sure you are, I would just bring a cardigan or something that's warm. No pulleys or pullovers, because no, don't do it. Also, set time to do your laundry. So it depends on what hotel you are at. Sometimes the hotels will be equipped with laundry rooms inside of the hotel, so you don't have to worry about like going to send your laundry or whatever. The hotel that we stayed at, we did not have a laundry room, so I had to use SudShare. It's the app you can download. I think it's only in the Dallas area, and it's called SudShare. And I basically ordered somebody to come pick up my laundry, so you can, like, in the morning before you leave the class, you can, you know, have somebody pick up your laundry. You can leave your laundry and like bring some bags so you can have your laundry picked up. So I had like, I think I had like a little tote or whatever, and I left it downstairs before class with the front desk people, and then they came and picked it up. You just leave a note on the app that's at the front desk. So that's a good, like, whoever made that app, they smart. But I definitely used to share a lot. I think I used it twice. And you can refer like your cohorts to see, or you know, your colleagues to see. You can get some money if you refer and use them. Also, if you do have a laundry room in your hotel, make sure you are considering that people have to do their laundry as well. So don't do your laundry on the weekend, because you know everybody can be doing their laundry on the weekend. So I feel like you should pick a day out of the week where nobody's gonna be there, so you won't be sitting there all day looking crazy. I feel like you also have the option to like Uber to a laundromat, whatever, but it's up to you. It's really whatever you want to do. Also, this is something big. Do not get involved with any drama, because you came there to get one thing and one thing only, the wings. So anything that's outside of that, avoid it. I would say in my class, I did avoid drama because I was just like, y'all, I have too much going on. I was planning a wedding at the time, and I was just like, it was drama in my class. It wasn't like major drama, but it was still there. So it's just like, you just have to be considerate. Like, some people, they thrive off of that, like drama and causing commotion and wreckage, baby. No. If you see it coming, avoid it. You are there to get your wings and your wings only. Once that's secured, maybe you can partake, but I choose not to. Look, you do what you want, but in training, no, do not, because you have too much to think about. You don't have time to be thinking about other people's stuff. Like, hey, be quiet. No, get on my face. So now I have almost completed my entire face. I'm about to apply some of my lashes. Y'all know I sell my own lashes, y'all. These are my little cases that they come in. Some of my lashes come in these, and I put like all my lashes in here. Like, I have like maybe 4 or 5 pair of lashes in here, and it's like a cute little storage container because it's like, it's not gonna bend or nothing, so your lashes will be safe. Okay, make sure you shop with me, boo. Shop from eyelashes.com and use the code YT2023. But yes, avoid drama by all means. Do not partake in anything that has nothing to do with your studies, and make sure your head is on straight, because baby, people try to drag you there and you don't need to be there. Like, for what? For what? So yes, that part, that is key, because it's definitely gonna be some drama in the class. I don't know. Keep in mind, like, a lot of people of different age ranges in this class. So these people might be younger than you, they might be older than you, and you don't know what they own. So make sure you own what you own, and that's to get your wings, okay? So about that, getting your wings, make sure that, so you have an option to invite family members or whatever. So they give you only 2 passes to invite your family members. So I invited my homegirl. She pinned my wings from Delta. Hey girl, hey Keisha, how you doing? And my husband, or fiance at the time, he came. And also keep in mind that your other flight attendants who don't have any people that are coming to graduation, you can use their passes, but make sure you do it in the time frame that's allotted for you. So you can make sure you have your people show up and show out for when you walk across that stage, and make sure you strut and smile, and make sure you got somebody to record you from the right angle, okay? Make sure they get there early, because it gets kind of packed kind of fast. So make sure your people got a good angle so they can record you strutting across to get on stage, getting the wings, baby, okay? So yeah, keep in mind that you can use somebody else's like pass, because they have to, and if they're not using it, then make sure you ask before the deadline, because when the deadline comes, you can't add nobody. So I think that's in your email, and basically you just put in their information, first and last name, and they get like a little pass so they can come to your graduation or whatever the day of. I think they're called guest cards or whatever. And so the last thing that I have for y'all is, make sure that y'all, I need to put some more mascara on. And I also sell mascara, period. I just use it as like a base for my lashes to go on. But so during training, they do give you like a stipend, like a card. So for money, like for lunch or whatever you need. Like, I think it's like, honestly, it's like for DoorDash, Uber Eats. Like, it's not for any, like, you can't pay bills with that card. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Make sure that you use all of your card before that last week of training. I think they cut off the card maybe like they cut off the card like 2 or 3 days before you graduate. So make sure, like, if you don't use the card and you want to wait until the last minute to spend everything, you need to do it before I would say just spend it before the last week of training. So you also can use it when you go out to eat on the weekends. Since you are off, you can use it as you please, like in restaurants and Uber Eats. Okay. Uber Eats and like DoorDash and stuff like that. And also you have the option to order food in training if you don't like the food that they offer in the cafeteria. They do have a cafeteria for you and the training facility for you to get food. The food is okay. The food is okay. It's different food every day. So sometimes the food is like, okay, I'm gonna order DoorDash, or you can just, choose to do that food that's at the training facility, and you can use that card. So make sure you use that card up, okay? Because that will cut your card off. I think I had about almost like $80 on my card, and then I tried to use it and it cut off. So I was like, well, that was nice while I had it. But yeah, they don't tell you that in training. I don't think they do, but make sure you just be mindful of having your card and using it all before you leave training. I'm just apply my lashes now. I really forgot the lash style. And I want to say these are my Malaysia lashes, but I really don't know, because I don't have my lashes in an actual thing with the names, and I have too many lashes to remember the style. So yeah, but I'm gonna finish off with my Fenty highlight. I think this is Bombshell. I don't know. I forgot. I took the actual packaging off of this, so I really don't know. I have no clue what highlight this is. I just know it's from Fenty Beauty, and it's the silver shade. So yes, just put that on my cheekbones and my little nose. And yes, I am complete with my face. And I really hope that everyone that is continuing or going to training, I really wish y'all good luck. And it's not that bad. It's really easy. It's fun. Take advantage of being in the same atmosphere as everyone that has the same goals, and just have fun. Don't have too much fun now. Make sure you study, but just have fun and make sure you are taking it seriously, because some people just go to have play. Like I said, it's a lot of people in class that are different age ranges, and some people just get out of college and be like, I'm about to go to flight center training and think they're gonna party. No ma'am, don't do that. So I always do my lips last. I thought I was done. I always forget. So I think somebody asked me in my previous vlog. So I'm using this. Y'all can't even see the words on here. Yeah, I can't see it. Sorry. But this is my little lip liner that I use, and this is from NYX. And I go in after with this gloss, and this shade is called Creme Brulee. It's like a light pink gloss. Go in like that. And this is the Butter Gloss by NYX in the shade Creme Brulee. Go in like that. But thank you guys for watching, and make sure you tune in for my next vlogs. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on my next vlog. Peace.